and your family. Alright? This is warning appear August 29, 2009. Jesus Christ appeared in the sky of Orange County, warning the sun will Big Bang again. We have to be ready. When the sun Big Bang, the wave tsunami will high up the sky like mile up high. Jesus appeared in the sky and chased the Satan away. Look clearly, you can see. Face of a hero appeared in the sky when Brother Jimmy prayed with our brother and sister. So 365 days later, Lion of Judah appeared in the sky of Orange County. This is Lion of Judah appearing in the sky of Orange County 365 days later after the face of Jesus Christ appeared in the sky of Orange County. Lion of Judah appeared in the sky of Orange County. Chase the bad guy, of course, chase the Satan away. This is Lion of Judah appearing in the sky of Orange County. Father Lion is Jesus and baby Lion is God, children is us. We need to be ready. Repent now. Next tsunami happen going to be so huge, so we need to be ready. Satan, look at here, suck a lot of soul. So be ready. Repent as soon as possible. That's why, you know, we can be saved by Jesus Christ. Next tsunami, when the sun explodes, Big Bang again, a lot of soul will be sink in the water. This is tsunami warning from the mighty God, Jesus Christ. Or those who not repent will be sucked by Satan. Satan will suck your soul. So be ready, repent now as soon as possible and turn yourself to Jesus Christ to able to save you and your family. Leader around the world, you have to do something about this. Otherwise you're in big trouble with the mighty God, Jesus Christ. And of course, all of you brothers and sisters out there, do whatever you can, alright, about this. Brother and sister, it's me, Brother Jimmy. I've been praying for you, all of you, brother around the world, for many years now. So now I'm getting tired, I'm getting old. So I hope you, brother and sister out there, do something. Okay, do something, help me to complete my job. Okay, with the mighty God, Jesus Christ, and you too.
For help. Good evening, everyone. I'm Pete Wilson.
And I'm Suzanne Shaw. The crime was a home invasion robbery. A frightened victim called 911. She says not once, but twice. And as she tells News Center 4 tonight, police never came. Vic Lee has a story you'll see only on News Center 4.
I heard the noise upstairs, walked downstairs and broke the window.
The sound of broken glass awakened Michelle Nguyen. She then heard someone picking the lock on her back door. Frightened, Nguyen ran from the bedroom to her office, where there was a phone, to call 911.
I saw outside through the window two big men. Hurry up. I pick up telephone right here and I call 911. It's ringing about 6 times. And police answer and sound very sleepy. After she asked me information, suddenly she dropped the telephone.
Nguyen says she frantically dialed 911 again.
I explained to her right now, they broke the window and tried to get in back door, so would you please send the police right away because I'm in scary. And when the police come, she told me police is on the way.
As she was speaking, Nguyen says she heard the intruders come through the back door. They were making their way to her bedroom.
When I just put the telephone down and the two bad guys, he come in my room already, 2 men. And he showed the gun and he chasing me. I'm right there and I run this way.
Nguyen ran out the front door, chased by the 2 intruders. Waiting outside, she says, were others. Nguyen's neighbor, TRAN, heard the screams. He looked out his window.
She ran like crazy, and she screams so hard for help.
And were men following her?
7 or 8 of them.
Chased by the intruders, ran for her life. She ran from her home to this neighboring gas station, where she found refuge.
And I banged the door right there, and I asked employee, please open the door.
Meantime, her neighbor rushed to his car and drove to the gas station. The car, he says, scared the assailants away.
I tell her, I said, did you call the police? She said, yes, I called the police twice. And I tell her, don't worry about it, the police will be here.
But both Nguyen and Tran say police never came.
I still wait there until almost 6 o'clock in the morning.
Still no police came?
Nobody came. Nobody came that night.
Police never came at all. Never came, never called, never stopped by at all.
Michelle Nguyen has taken her complaint to Oakland police, but they're not saying much.
An investigator is in charge of the case, and the investigator is looking into the case to determine if a policy or a procedure was violated.
What seems odd about this investigation is that police have declined to say anything at all to Michelle Nguyen, even though the alleged home invasion occurred on October 10th, and that's 1 month ago. And as you heard, they're saying very little to us.
There are 911 tapes, I assume, and they must have listened to them by now.
Well, one would think that the first thing they would do, and presumably they have done this, is to listen to verify the existence of these 911 calls. But police won't even tell us that. They won't even tell us that they verified.
Well, you think if they're investigating a month afterward, they must have heard tapes that confirm the story, or they'd say, we have no confirmation.
Very interesting in this investigation is it's being investigated by Internal Affairs.
All right, well, I know you'll keep following it. Thanks, Vic. What Oakland police would say was that it was under investigation. Well, tonight, Vic Lee tells us what the investigators are saying now in a story you'll see only on News Center 4.
We want to ensure that something like this doesn't happen again if, indeed, there was a mistake done.
Police confirm an investigation is taking place.
I heard the noise upstairs walking.
Michelle Nguyen still remembers vividly the early morning hours of October 10th. She heard someone breaking into her house. Frightened, Nguyen ran from the bedroom to her office where there was a phone to call 911.
Hurry up. I pick up telephone right here and I call 911. It's ringing about 6 times. And police answer and sound very sleepy. After she asked me information, suddenly she dropped the telephone.
Nguyen says she frantically dialed 911 again and talked to a second operator who promised her police were on their way. Then the intruders broke in.
2 men. And he showed the gun and he chasing me. I'm right there and I run this way.
Nguyen ran out the front door chased by the 2 intruders. Waiting outside, she says, were others. Nguyen ran to this neighboring gas station where she found refuge. Police, Nguyen says, never showed up that night.
Police never came at all. Never came, never called, never stopped by at all.
To help that lady.
This neighbor and a gas station attendant corroborate her story. A month has passed. All police will tell Nguyen is that they are investigating. We asked Oakland police if we could hear the tapes.
During an investigation, we don't release those tapes. It's part of the investigation, ongoing investigation, and we can't release those at this time.
But Officer Art Bautista did verify that the 2 911 calls took place. Did police respond?
Yes.
Police were dispatched. To the correct address?
As far as I know, once again, I know that officers were dispatched. The investigation will reveal why there wasn't contact made.
Officer Bautista said Internal Affairs was also investigating Nguyen's allegation of improper conduct by an operator.
We want to work with her. We want to assure that whatever happened won't happen again, and there's an explanation for it, obviously. And we won't know until the investigation is complete.
Can you give the public any assurances that whatever happened that night, if anything did happen, that was an error, that did not compromise the 911 system as a whole?
Yes, the 911 system is still working. People should feel free to call, and we will respond.
So now we know, at least, that the 911 calls were made, and police say officers were dispatched. But to where? We don't know why they didn't make contact with Miss Nguyen. And we still don't know why her first call to 911 was mysteriously disconnected. So many questions still remain.
Is there a possibility there was a communication problem, that police went to the wrong address?
Well, you know, that's possible, but remember that every time one calls 911, your address is reflected on the monitor automatically. So I don't know if that could possibly happen.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
We'll find out more.
All right, Vic. Thanks a lot.